Hi everyone, it's Greno, and today we just got the patch note for Title Update 1. So we will go over all the new changes. We will discuss some of them, and I will give you my comments while we read through this list. So here we go. New monsters can now be hunted after meeting certain in-game conditions. So I guess they're talking about Zoshia and Mizutsune, which we know they're coming. Mizutsune has been added. Reach HR 21 to unlock an extra mission that can be started by speaking to Kanya in the Scarlet Forest base camp. So yeah, at HR 21 you will get a mission from Kanya to hunt the Mizutsune, and then it will start to spawn on the map. Tempered Mizutsune has been added and will appear when you are HR 41 plus after completing the Mizutsune extra mission. So we got the tempered version of Mizutsune too. I'm really eager to see that. I hope Mizutsune is a challenge. I've said it multiple times, but I hope it's not like just a punching bag disappointing monsters that just will die very fast. When they add monsters in Title Update, they are usually harder than the previous monsters, so I'm assuming it's gonna be a challenge. It would be interesting to fight a Mizutsune that's not dying in 5 minutes like in Rise. And I really love the changes that they made to his bubbles, where they can just like fuse together to form bigger bubbles, or just like take weird shapes. I think it's amazing, so yeah, really eager to see that. Next one, Zoshia has been added as a high rank monster. Reach HR 50 to unlock a story mission that unlocks Zoshia. Oh, I'm really happy they're doing more stories for Zoshia. I was waiting for that because I think we still have some missing part about Zoshia's story. Mainly a bit more backstory about the ancient civilization that created him. And why exactly did they created that? We know it was because of some kind of war or something, but we don't have many details about that. There are a lot of theories going around that they created Zoshia to fight or contain Fatalists, which we don't know yet if it's true, but maybe they will touch on that on the new story. So very excited to see that. New story, extra and side missions have been added. I've been looking forward for more side missions to do since I completed the one in the game very fast. Usually we get some side quests for the canteen ingredient. Now this time they chose to do the cooking with the trading system, so we don't really have that side mission grinds for the canteen. So I'm eager to see what are those new side missions. We already did fishing, we did endemic life, so what else could there be? Would be great if they added new ingredients, or maybe side missions for the canteen at the Grand Hub. Maybe there's gonna be a mechanic with that. I don't know, we'll see. New weapons, armor, and skills have been added. For the skills, they're probably talking about the new set bonus for Zoshia and Mizutsune, which I have a feeling the Zoshia armor will have like a totally broken set bonus. I hope with those new skills I can maybe update my Arcvale Slayer Gunlance build. I didn't have that many options to replace some of the pieces that were less useful. So maybe now by introducing new armors and set bonuses, I will be able to completely finish it. The upgrade limit has been increased for armor of rarity 5 and above. They didn't really needed to do that. I guess we're getting more challenging monsters, so maybe that's why, but for the monster we currently have, we didn't need a new upgrade tier really. The Grand Hub has been added. It can be unlocked by completing a tutorial mission that appears from HR 16. So this is the Gathering Hub, the multiplayer, but now it's the Grand Hub because it's very big and there's a lot of stuff to do. The following features have been added to the Grand Hub: Barrel Bowling, the Diva, Arena Quest Counter, the Canteen, and the Arm Resting Barrel, which we've already seen in the trailer. The Expedition Record Board has been added to the Grand Hub, along with rankings for Time Attack Quest. Arena Quest have been added. I'm really excited for the Arena Quest and the leaderboard we get. That's gonna be something to look forward to get the best rank possible and improve our time and beat other players. That sounds like quite a bit of fun. Next, challenge quest and free challenge quest have been added and will be made available at a later date. New status elements have been added. This is probably for Mizutsune. Maybe they're adding more for Zoshia, we don't know, it's hard to say. I know there was some data mine a while ago that found some status element for Zoshia that weren't used in the game, so maybe the hiring version of Zoshia will get some new statuses. Well, we're gonna have to see for that. New voice lines for Alma have been added. An arena log page has been added to Hunter profiles, so it's just to flex your arena rank or your arena achievements. The change appearance menu in the camp now has an option to change Alma's outfit. So if you want to dress Alma as the world handler, you can do that. I'm not going to, but you can if you want. New pop-up camp gear option have been added. So more decorations for the pop-up camp, which is good. I found it lacked a bit of customization, but now if they're adding some more, it should be in a good state. New limited bounties categories have been added. This is for the arena quest. We're gonna get bounty just for an arena quest. New voice line, pose set, and gestures have been added. We've seen that in the trailer. Preparations have been made for the Festival of Accord, planned to run from April 23 to May 6th. So this is our first seasonal event. The following features will be temporarily modified during the Festival of Accord: the Handler's outfit, Sacred decoration, the Diva songs list, the Grand Hub decorations, and the canteen menu. Next, we got bug fixes and balance adjustments. This is where they're nerfing the gunlands because we're just too powerful. Probably not. Probably not. I hope not. Fixed an issue where consecutive use of barbecue grill inside a tent could cause game control to stop functioning. That's an interesting one. Fixed an issue with the barbecue grill where ingredients would be used but meal effect wouldn't trigger when a meal is cancelled, such as when an environment link is disbanded. That's interesting. So maybe sometimes the meal just didn't work. I don't think many people did testing on the meals, so they might have been broken and we just never realized. Improve the response time for control in all dialogue scenes, such as facility conversation. Oh yes. You know when you talk to an NPC and sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 seconds to load up the menu to interact with it? Yeah, that should be better now. Hopefully. The rest command now requires 500 guild points. It was 300 before, if I'm not mistaken. An investigation reward 10% more guild point than before. That's not really an issue. Like, guild points are so easy to get. It doesn't really matter for me. Increase the amount of points required for Wyverian melding and meld decoration and the melding pot. Well, again, that's another one. We get so many points, it doesn't really make a difference, but that's interesting that they choose to do that. Maybe if the points were like more scarce, it would make more sense, but now they're so abundant. Like even if they double everything, I'm still gonna be swimming in guild points, so yeah. Increase the amount of melding points obtained from some item and rare decoration when using them as melding materials, which is good. Maybe we will get some more viable monsters to hunt for those melding points. Fix an issue where meal invitation would sometimes be announced or show up in the environment overview at times when the invitation could not actually be accepted. That used to happen very often. I know they fixed a similar issue in one of the patches and it didn't really happen again after that for me, but now they're fixing it again, so I guess there was still some issues. The transfer items option has been added to the provision stockpile menu, allowing you to restock items outside of the tent. Missions. Fixed an issue where some side missions which required specific items turn-ins could not be completed correctly. Fixed an issue that prevented the completion of side missions conditions during event quests. Next, for the monsters. Fixed an issue where some monster would stop moving in certain situations. Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times. Fixed an issue where some monster wounds would disappear unintentionally after performing certain actions. Fixed an issue where the game might crash after blocking the Gravios attack. Gravios, use crash the game. It just has an attack that makes you crash. That's amazing. Fix an issue where the introductory cinematic camera will trigger on monsters you've already discovered. Yeah, I got that too. That camera, I'm thinking of just disabling it. Like, it's just annoying, honestly. The distance between the monster and camera has been increased for certain monsters, such as Gore Magala. Oh, thank God! Fighting Gore was such a pain. Every time you tried to hit him in the head, there was always his wing everywhere in the camera that would block everything in your field of view. And the game would do the thing where it would, like, fade the monster that's too close to the camera. It would just become transparent and now you don't see the monster anymore, which is a big issue when fighting Gore. Like, it happens so often. So now if the camera is farther away, I guess it won't do the fading effect. Fix an issue where Jindal would unintentionally disappear from the locale. Sure. Next, for the player, fixed an issue where the hunter profile could not be edited properly. Added a feature that lets you reset hunter profile edit. Fixed an issue where sneak attacks could not be cancelled when using light bowgun, heavy bowgun, or bow. I didn't even know you could cancel those, honestly. I never tried. Fixed an issue where weapon pendants could appear in scenes where weapons are not displayed. Alright, now we got some of the weapon balancing changes. Lance made it easier to land thrust attack finishers after a focus strike in which the first hit causes large knockbacks. Hammer fixed an issue where focus strikes could not be used quickly after coming to a stop after moving during a charge. What they mean, I guess, is that you charge your weapon, and if you try to do a focus strike after stopping moving, it would take longer. That's what I think it is, but it's very confusing, so I'm not sure. Light Bowgun fixed an issue that caused Wyvern Blast to react to Palico attacks. Palico fixed an issue that prevented stun and exhaust value from increasing when a Palico attacked a monster with a blunt weapon. Oh, that's a big one. So sometimes the Palico were just not working as intended if you had the blunt weapon. Hunting Horn fixed an issue where certain actions that require simultaneous input were not behaving correctly. Heavy Bowgun and Light Bowgun range attack capabilities have been adjusted when riding a secret. Yeah, they're nerfing the Corrupted Mental. They discussed about it in the director's letter. The hits were too big, it wasn't supposed to be that powerful, so they're bringing the Corrupted Mental down and they're bringing the other mentals up, so they're a bit more equals. Rocksteady Mental damage mitigation has been increased. That's great, they didn't really add much damage mitigations, so now the Rocksteady is probably a lot more viable. Mending Mental and Invasion Mental durations have been increased. Bow Dragon Piercer damage has been decreased. Bow Power Volley elemental values have been increased. Bow 1000 Dragons damage has been increased. This includes when using close range coding and power coding. So they're making a lot of changes to the bow to make the other playstyle more viable, which is really good because I hate when a weapon just have one playstyle and the other ones are like not really viable or just less good in general. For me, it's the Charge Blade right now with the Salvage Axe. I will hope they would bring the SAD playstyle a bit closer to the Salvage Axe, because right now Salvage Axe is just stronger. SAD is still like viable, it's usable, you can definitely kill monsters with it, but the Salvage Axe is it's just so much better. Both Power Shot and Power Volley are not affected by the skill Charge Master. That's great, that opens up a lot of build options for a bow. I hope they do more of those changes where they change the interaction with the skills. Because some of the skills are just weird. Like they work with some attack, not with others. And it's not really told to you which one works in the game. Skills fixed an issue where opening shot did not work with special ammo. Support hunters fixed an issue that caused support hunters to be unable to reach certain areas. I don't really use them, so I wouldn't know. Fixed an issue that prevented guest player from receiving the effect of Russell's demon ammo, and recover ammo. Fixed an issue that resulted in guest players not seeing any visual change when a support hunter would equip a mantle. And adjusted the rate at which support hunters use certain items. The handler adjusted the distance that the handler keeps from the monster during hunts. That's an interesting one. Like, why? So she doesn't get hit, I guess? There will now be login bonuses days that include a free meal vouchers. I guess this is to use in the canteen, because my guess is that the canteen will have like pre-made meal, and with vouchers you can just select the meal you want and just not pay for it. Login bonuses now include at least one barrel bowling voucher every day. So we have one bowling try every day, guys. I hope there is some way to get more of these vouchers. I'll farm them if there is. Fixed an issue that prevented pigment information from being included in the shared loadouts. Fixed an issue so that other Link members are now probably prioritized to be displayed in base camp and other shared locations. This is great. I've tried to play with my friend and we would join the same lobby and would not be able to see each other. So it's cool that they're fixing that. Fixed an issue that made it impossible in some instances to update the power charm or armor charm even after fulfilling the requirement to do so. That's pretty bad. Fixed an issue where accepting an investigation but failing to depart would still reduce the number of times you can accept that investigation. Yeah, that's bad. Imagine you get a really like juiced up investigation and you get a communication error or something and it just remove one of the try. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Especially since like really juiced up investigations are quite rare. They're not that easy to get. So yeah, really good thing that they fixed that. Fixed an issue where quest party size limits would not work as intended when performing certain actions. Fixed an issue where the stated number of pop-up camps and their location would not match up with their actual data in some situations. Adjusted the placement of some ore deposits to make them easier to gather while riding the secrets. That's a funny one. Yeah, some of them are a bit annoying, but like, it wasn't that big of a deal, at least for me. I never really thought that, oh, it's so annoying. I wish they would just place the ore right there. Nah, it never happens for me. Yeah, so the other stuff is pretty much visual stuff, which is not really important. Title Update 1 will be releasing tonight at the time this video releases. It technically releases at 12 AM UTC, but from what I've seen, they're doing a maintenance until 3 AM UTC. I hope you like this video. I've been Greno, and see you very soon for Title Update 1. Happy hunting. Goodbye.